Welcome back. We're on example 3, and example 3 I'm going to realize it's a new type of problem. The units digit, oh boy, it's 4 times the tens digit. Okay. The number is 13 more than the tens digit itself. Find the original number. Whew. So something to notice about this problem is they're not saying that we have two separate numbers that we're dealing with. We have a single double-digit number. So you remember that thing we were talking about, that 10t plus u? We're going to need to use it now. Okay? Now, let's call the units digit, let's call it u, and let's call the tens digit t. Okay? That's just going to be nice to stay consistent. First sentence. The units digit is, you should practice this maybe like without looking at the video, okay? The units digit is 4 times the tens digit. There it is. The number itself, now do you remember how I told you to write the number? The number is 10t plus u. You might need to rewind and go back and review why. The number is 13 more than the tens digit. There's your second equation. You got two variables, you have two equations, you are ready to solve. And no doubt, guys, look what this one really is if you could use it, what's very easy to use? Graphing, substitution, or linear combo. I hope you're thinking substitution. Here we go. The u goes away and 4t goes in. So I get 10t plus 4t equals t plus 13. I'm using substitution skills. 10 and 4t both make 14t equals t plus 13. Take away a t from both sides, you get 13t equals 13. Look how pretty this is. T is 1. We'll talk about what that means in a minute, okay? Now for the units digit. The units digit, if you look at the box, is simply 4 times t. So the units digit is 4 times 1. Or the units digit is simply 4. Watch this therefore statement. Therefore, the number, the hidden number, is 14. You might be like, Mrs. L, where are you getting this 14 from? Well, the 14 comes from the tens digit and the units digit. 1 is the tens digit, 4 is the units digit. Now, if you don't believe me, check this out. Up here, is the units digit 4 times the tens digit? Yep. Is the number itself, so is the number 14, is the number itself 13 more than the tens digit? In other words, they're asking, is the number, is 14 13 higher than the tens digit of 1? Absolutely. Pretty nifty, isn't it, how that little trick can work? On for some more fun. We got another digit problem. The sum of the digits is 16. Sum means a digit. Sum means a digit. Sum does not mean a digit. Sum means addition. And the digits separately are t and u. So the sum is t plus u, and they're telling us it is 16. The original number, remember that's 10t plus u, increased by, so plus, 18 equals the number formed when the digits are reversed. Well, you remember what the reverse is, right? The reverse is 10u plus t. We went over that. So look, I made my little equation up here. I'll just kind of drag it down. The original number is, the original number increased by 18 is, the number you get is 18, the original number increased by 18 is the number you get if you reverse the numbers. Pretty cool. All right, two equations, two variables. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save my first equation, and this bottom equation, I'm going to fix it up a little bit because we've done substitution this whole time. This time, let's mix it up and do elimination. So I'm going to work on this bottom equation, okay? That's going to be 10t plus u equals 10u plus t minus 18. I'm taking the 18 over. And now let's take the u's and the t's over. Taking the t to the left, I get 9t. Taking the 10u to the left, I get minus 9u equals negative 18. So can you see how I fixed up the bottom equation? Now if you put a star by the first and a star by the fixed up bottom equation, I hope you can see that it really lends itself very well to linear combination or elimination. If you multiply the top equation by 9, I hope you see the u's will cancel out. So on the top I get 9t plus 9u equals, well, 9 times 16 is something very big. I should probably know it without my answer key. You get 144. I should have known. And the bottom equation is still the same at 9t minus 9u equals negative 18. So I didn't change the top one, I multiplied the top one by a 9. Combine, so we get 9 and 9 makes 18t. The 9u's cancel out, and 144 minus 18 is 126. It might not look that pretty, but if you were to divide by 18, you are going to get t equals 7, which is actually a pretty good answer. Now I need to take that and figure out what the heck u is. So I'll do t plus u equals 16. I'm picking one of my original ones. So I'm going to plug in 7 plus u equals 16. And then I'm going to subtract, and u is 9. Since I have a tens digit and a nines digit, I can go ahead and say, therefore the number is 79. And if you're not quite sure if that's right, just try to check it. Do the digits add to 16? In other words, the 7 and 9 make 16. Yep. Is the original number, if you add 18 to it, well, what's 17 plus 18? 17 plus 18. 17 plus, 79, wow. 79 plus 18. 79 plus 18 is 97, isn't it? Is that the number you get if you reverse the digits? Sure is. Must be right. Okay, moving on. What do we got? 3 more. We can do this. Okay? Example 5. Traveling with the wind, a plane flies 1,800 kilometers in 3 hours. Traveling against the wind, it only flew 1,500 kilometers in the same amount of time. Alright guys, so what we're talking about is a significant distance, a time, and a rate. Okay, this one is different than the airspeed problems from yesterday because they are really concerned about the distance. So we're going to use our chart. Okay, we have plane trip number 1 and plane trip number 2. We know that rate times time is distance. And this time, we need to consider that this box should be R. Remember I told you this box is R plus W, this one's R minus W. But let's start with the 1,800 and the 1,500. 1,800 is how far plane number 1 went, and 1,500 kilometers is how far plane number 2 went. They said something very important in the problem, and the very important thing that they mentioned was that it was the same time. But they do give us a time. Do you see it right there? They give us the 3 hours. And if we know that the first plane went 3 hours, and they're telling us the other one is the exact same time, that is also 3 hours. Now let's continue to kind of move on here. They say nothing about their speed, do they? Their speed in the air or any of that. So if we don't know, we take their regular rate, like if there was no wind, and this one is with the wind. See how I said 1800 was with the wind? We have to add the wind to it because with the wind means it's pushing it along. This one would be minus the wind because it's going this way and it's getting stopped by the wind. Or minus of you. It's not getting stopped, but it's getting slowed down. Let's make two equations. Remember that the rate times the time is the distance. So equation number 1. The rate of r plus w times the time of 3 is the distance of 1800. The second equation is the rate of r minus w times the time of 3, and this time it only equals 1500. Let's distribute in and see what we get. Now we're backwards distributing, but don't worry, it's the same as regular distributing. That is 3r plus 3w equals 1800. P.S. Some students notice you can divide out of 3. I'm going to pretend you don't notice that. And down here, 3r minus 3w equals 1500. Wow, look at these two equations, guys. What should we do? Substitution or elimination? Hopefully, you guys are thinking to yourself elimination if you're not talking to the video. Add them up. 3 and 3 make 6r. Look at those w's, they go away. And 1800 and 1500 make 3300. When you divide by 6, you get a really nice answer of 550 kilometers an hour. Well, we need to figure out what our other variable is, okay? The other variable is wind speed. Okay, we got to figure out what the heck w is. So let's do this. Let's do 3r plus 3w equals 1800 from originally. And let's plug in 3 times 550 plus 3w equals 1800. We're just plugging in our answer. Well, that makes 3 times 550 makes 1650 plus 3w equals 1800. And that would be 3w equals, when you take both from both sides, 3w is 150. Divide by 3, and w is 50 total. So what does all of this mean? So let's make our therefore statement. You ready? Therefore, the rate of the plane in still air is what we got, the R, 550 kilometers an hour. And the rate of the wind is only 50 kilometers an hour. So hopefully you understand that problem. If you need to watch it again, go for it. We got 2 more. 3 more. I just lied to you. We have 3 more. Since we have 3 more, we're going to do the next 3 in another video.